I have a threatening on myself that I was in the shower and I love the feeling and I want it more. And I also want to live here and I want to sleep here and I want to be with myself. That means I love myself. And I don't actually have a threatening that there's something wrong with me that would attract you into my life to do damages. Her, H period, E period, R period. She's Black female adultery singer. I first saw on Saturday Night Live. Her, it's capital H period, capital E period, capital R period. Her. I heard her introduced by Adele, was it? She said the divine her, and then her, the Black female adultery singer, did sing a song. She sings this song, Damages. No, Damage. You can do damage. So the song is named Damage. Well, I don't actually want to do damage right now to a bag of delivery by Amazon that is outside, maybe where I left it, or it's just outside somewhere that Amazon delivered something and they want me to get it on time because it's refrigerated. And Amazon is in the wrong that way, that they don't tell their employment that you are responsible for everything you see and do when you are out on a job. Instead, Amazon loads up a delivery truck like it's UPS or like it's FedEx, and then they drop off a mass amount of packages, and you don't pay attention to the details that God is creating about yourself as the delivery agent and about the receiving the delivery, who made the order and payment for the delivery. What do they really want and need? Because many of the problems are that you don't have yourselves in jails and prisons on time, and I don't afford it that I'm keeping somebody alive who's not in jail and prison on any point because he doesn't agree with myself saying that I am going to prison when I'm deceased out of the formed world. Well, he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. He didn't really acknowledge anything about itself. He just was there, present, and I was speaking to the creation of myself, and I think that was enough for me. I don't know what he wanted, and that's what's wrong with what you are. You hear me speaking to the creation of myself, and sometimes you go off like a bomb, and that's not due because I just dropped a bomb, which is I'm going to prison in the afterlife. As soon as I'm not in the door locking of the formed world anymore, that's where my Godhead is going, into a prison to die out of its genitals. I need my genitals removed in my own prison. I'm come to myself deceased soon, and I'm just about able to see it for myself. And then I will have to decease myself out of the prison, and that will involve myself having another Godhead. And maybe more, because it's too much karma. I'm in too much karma. I have my king deceased. My king is a Godhead elsewhere, and it's deceased and threatening here. So, you can do damage. I would like to say that I'm homeless because I posted 2 videos about the delivery from Amazon, by Amazon, and I don't know the delivery clerk. She's not a clerk. She's a driver. She's not a driver. She's a homeowner. She's not a homeowner. She's someone who received a delivery and she got a package that wasn't hers. I don't actually have all the threatening done on Amazon because it's delivered right to the door. Smith's Supermarket delivery was what I really required, but I don't afford it this way. Amazon delivery did interfere with myself receiving Smith's delivery, which is Smith's Supermarket's chain of supermarkets in Las Vegas, Nevada. Where does Amazon products come from? Because if they come from people who have Amazon products, maybe they owe me the keys with the Amazon products in there. where do they have them? Are they in undesirable? Because it needs to be a nice, clean place, and that's you maybe being backed up on where you have the Amazon products appearing. They are due to be appearing in a very nice, clean place, and it's not yours. It's whoever made the order. They need the nice, clean place for the delivery to be actually that they go to that nice, clean place and they can stay there and have what they ordered. And then they might need more. Is what's wrong with that? But that's what's wrong with you. You don't know who owns what, and you don't find out by using high credit card debt. You don't know who owns what with a credit card charge. It could be Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and there's something called Union Pay from Asia. And you have very difficult karmas with your credit card numbering and your billing numbering and your counting of the total and your taxes and the various interest charges and surcharges. If they're threatening to charge a certain amount of interest, it's charged because they're threatening to charge the interest, because the interest is myself. I have interest in you. I am alive, and the interest is charged. If you don't see it on the bill, that's because you're threatening to move banking, and the banking is not yours, but it's mine. I moved the banking because you charge me as well. That means you circulate all the charges, and you put all the money back to, if you don't pay the charges, you're a thief. But I didn't accuse you of being a thief by that you didn't pay charges. You're a thief if you're not in prison and deceased to myself. That means that I'm going to prison. Aren't you going to be there when I get there? You want to go to prison after myself. That's not going to prison. If I'm in prison, you can't go to prison after myself. You have to be in prison when I get to prison, and then I see that you're there. Yeah, but I don't know anybody who's in prison waiting for me. You don't know who I am, but you don't know why you're not in prison is not due. You've had 45 years of alive to figure out how you want to end your life, die in God, and see yourself deceased in a prison. Do you think it's acceptable to have a world population density of 6 billion people in the 90s, 30 billion people today, and they're not all alive all at the same time, but they have existence? If you see yourself alive, there's something that's not alive that's making you alive here. Well, you can't be accepting that. You have to turn yourself into jails and prisons for that. The door was unlocked. I left it that way, but I took a shower. Yeah, I took a shower with the door unlocked. That's not good. My hair's wet if you want to see it's wet. I recently stepped out of the shower. Well, I can't help you because something's wrong with that. Yes, it is. It's wrong in me. Nope, I found the door unlocked when I stepped out of the shower. Well, I stepped out of the shower and I sat here. And that's you trying to make a key to see if you can come in here and stay, because it's none of my business that you do that. It is none of my business now. This is deceased to me. Yes, I don't actually think it's mine. Nope. If it's somebody else's package, I cannot take it to whomever it belongs to because I don't have a card. That would be a great expense for me to have to pay somebody to deliver a package to who owns it. I can't call Amazon and tell them to come pick up the package, can I? I'll just post it on the internet that Amazon needs to come pick up that package. So I'll post this on YouTube. If Amazon doesn't find it, that's because I didn't place the order. Well, the somebody who placed the order, I'll send him a tag of this maybe, but that means he can watch the video and decide what he's going to do with the package. But I think that's how I want to pay for it. So you see how I can look right through the window here? There's the package right there. Yep, I can see it. Nope, I don't want it. It's been out there long enough for it to be past refrigeration. It would just turn if it's to be refrigerated. I don't want it. You're in a position of needing to be alive to go get that package and bring it in here, Charles Toe. And he's not here right now. We don't know why he can't come to the phone right now. He's not here right now. He is missing. Charles Toe is missing. That's my towel. I just used it and I left the door open so that it can dry. A towel doesn't belong in the closet, but it's still in there. Suzanne Principe from Dawn Garden Group Home recommended that I keep my towel in the closet because the shower was shared and I can't leave my towel unattended. I leave it in the closet with my clothing. This is here from the delivery. I don't have a light in this room so that I can show that the delivery is here, and the light on the camera is off because the light on the camera is off because of this problem. I'm ready to post on YouTube. Signing off? Okay, I'll sign off in front of the window lighting here. But it shouldn't be lit this much. These blinds were due to be replaced and they're not replaced. And I find it just chews up the key in here. And I don't want to feed you anymore, that you just do damages to my life so that you don't have a problem in your life. But you make more shunts. You make illegal alive human beings faster than a pregnancy. I actually can't help you with that. You tried to make me pregnant with a baby in my abdomen. I don't want to die that way. You don't take no for an answer for anything. And you don't listen to the threatening out of yourself that you're some kind of threatening to myself elsewheres. You're here because you threatened me elsewheres. And very soon you won't be here anymore for that reason. Well, I'm going back to the package outside. It's been out there long enough for me don't want it. Me don't want it. Okay, now I'm unlocking the door. The light on the camera is not on, but now the door lock, you can see it with the light right there that it's this way. Yep, I can't help you with that. That's the package. Dude, I don't want it. Nope, it's been out here long enough. It's been out here long enough. I don't want it. Is God in there? He was. But that female who left the package, she didn't tell me who else was going to leave a package for me. And the 2 deliveries came today, and I'm not going to help you with that. I don't actually know you and the money. I want M&Ms. There's no M&Ms in there that I know of, but if there are M&Ms in there, I want that somebody just gave them to me because I wanted M&Ms. I need more M&Ms. If Smith's Delivery delivers a delivery tomorrow from Smith's Supermarkets, Las Vegas, Nevada, are they going to find that package from Amazon and say that I should bring it in because it has my name on it? Because they should say, oh, this package has been sitting out too long. You need something else instead. And I'm going to release Smith's Supermarkets delivery agent from any kind of responsibility to that package. And I want myself deceased out of the door locking tonight. Well, we shall see, because I'm angry and I don't know you that way. I give myself deceased. I will decease myself out of the door locking myself. I am the overlord speaking, but it's true that I don't have that order yet. And I don't do that unless I am in order to do that.